Hello everyone, this is a review, or actually I can say this is a competition between the actual iPhone 4S and the 5C. Um, Now I find this video really relevant because a lot of people did not upgrade to the actual iPhone 5, some people may have thought, their 4S was adequate enough, to hold them down to, a possible, later phone than the 5S. Excuse me, the 5. Now, the time has come. The 5C and the 5S have been released, and I would say the 5C, being the lower end of the newer phones that just got released by Apple, is a smart choice. Now, as you can see, the 5C is the same size as the iPhone 5. You're looking at a 4.9-inch by 2.33 on the LCD. The 4 is actually running a 4.5 by 2.31, so you're getting a quite a significant screen size difference in both of the phones. You can obviously see that when they're standing next to each other. Now, one thing I really wanted to do was a speed test on both of the phones. Now, I have both phones connected to Wi-Fi, and I just kind of wanted to do a browser test. Generally, we can just go ahead and do tap them both at the same time to see exactly how fast each browser opens up. So, as you can see, I actually had a YouTube video running on here, but let's go ahead and just go to a general browser. Now they're both running iOS 7, so they're both going to be, I think, stressed equally as far as just general browsing. Now I'm going to try ESPN.com, and I'll run them both at the same exact time. Well, at first I thought the 4S was going to beat the 5C, but I guess the 5C did load a lot quicker. Now they're running on the exact same Wi-Fi network. That's going to be something obvious with the newer phone. And I used to work in retail. People always used to ask me, what's the big difference between the phone? Give me a reason to upgrade. First is obviously the screen size. You can see between the two that you're obviously going to have a bigger phone. The battery life, I would say, is you'd say slightly better on the 5C because it is running the A6 processor compared to the I believe the iPhone 4S is running the previous generation processor, and you'll get the efficiency out of the 5C compared to the 4S. Now, huge upgrade from the 4S to the 5C is the camera. Now, off the bat, you can tell that with the iOS 7, the camera has changed. But as you can see, the colors are a lot deeper when it comes to the actual 5C. Your whites are you're getting actual true color, and you can kind of tell that the 4S's camera is kind of bland, and the actual 5C really brings out the color. It's almost, it's kind of better than real life when you're actually taking a picture with the 5C. You can do a comparison. We can take a picture of the actual box and the contents of the 5C that I had done a video on earlier. Check that in my recent videos, and you can kind of get a better idea of the actual products that are included with the 5C. Now, you can just look at this and tell, the 5C's camera is absolutely amazing. Another huge upgrade compared to the 5C and the 4S is the LTE on the 5C. The LTE was also introduced to the iPhone lineup when the 5 was released, but it's also being continued with the 5C and the 5S. So that's actually a huge upgrade. In a 4G LTE area, you're going to be getting, very to little buffering on YouTube videos, uploads, downloads. I've seen some Verizon customers receive up to 30 up, and 30 down, and 5 to 10 up, which is absolutely amazing. You're talking home internet speeds on your phone with the 4G LTE. Now, as far as the call quality goes, I've been texting calls on both phones. The 5C is absolutely better. We're talking mic quality, speaker quality, headset quality. Everything is going to be better on the 5C. Considering the 4S is a few generations back to the 5C, but considering the price point on the 5C right now, even with an upgrade, it's definitely worth the upgrade. Now, if you compare the actual housings of both phones, the iPhone 4S is, glass in the front and the back. You've got the aluminum housing. It's kind of classic with the iPhone 4S and the 4. The square design that we all came to love. And the iPhone has the standard 30-pin, speaker and mic setup on the bottom. Now with the 5C, you've got this whole new plastic, housing going on with the phone, which is, it's quite nice. The button layout's kind of the same. You got your, your vibrate rocker right here, your volume up and down, and your power button at the top. Big difference is the lightning cable charges your phone exceptionally fast. The speaker and the mic placement is in the same place. It may have been flopped, but it doesn't really make a difference. You got your speaker, you got your mic. You've got the headphone jack on the bottom compared to the top on the iPhone 4S. I really like it on the bottom. It's just kind of a preference thing. It just doesn't really matter as long as you can listen to your music. And the iPhone 5 the 5C LCD is, it's glass in the front, but big differences. You're going from aluminum to a plastic housing. Nothing wrong with that. Some people may consider it as a quality downgrade, but keep in mind the 5C is a very high quality phone. But outside of that, that's really all there is to cover between the 4S and the 5C. That'll be it for my video.